Working in Liberty Basics. So this horse, as you can see, I've already done some Liberty work with her. I work in an area that is actually at the moment quite large. There's no usually have an internal fence, but she's actually has access to quite a large area where she could have ran up the hill if she really wanted to. But she is now choosing to stay with me. And you will see later that there are moments when she's not, but even then she's not running all the way up the hill, and we're just having a conversation. So when I communicate with the horse, remember, every interaction with the horse is a conversation. And you can see that I'm doing a lot with my body. So the first form of communication is always my body language. And then when I have to, I back it up with my voice is the next thing. And then I got this lunge whip, which I use to create energy. You won't see me touching her with it once. That's more like I create energy with this. I add to the communication with it, and it never touches her. And it never did touch her, except for a rare occasion, maybe right at the beginning, where she tried to kick at me and I felt unsafe. That's the only situation that I would actually whip a horse. So I just kick her back, basically. But otherwise, in my work with her, the whip is never there to actually whip. It's just there for the communication. So there is an element you will see, even though you see her choosing to stay with me and wanting to come for connection every time. What she really wants is that what you see right now is that connection part, is the part that we're standing together. She is not too happy, and you can see it in her ears, about doing any kind of work. And so in our conversation, I'm telling her, come on, get moving. Yeah, we do need to do some work. I'm trying to get her physically more fit. I'm working on a few things with her from the physical point of view, getting more balance in the trot, getting her to use her hindquarters more and her back muscles. So there's not too much of that going on in this video, but mostly I'm just getting her to go. And there is a lot of resistance in her, and we see it already in the way she, in her body language, in her ears. And now you see that she's choosing. When I ask for the first trot, basically, then she was like, I'm out of here. I'm moving away. And again, she could run all the way up the hill. She is going towards the other horse that I have tied up there, which is a comfortable spot for her. But now she's coming to be with me despite her resistance. So her resistance is not to me, and she is not scared or anything. So we really need to distinguish where the resistance is coming from. This is not a scared horse right now. It's just a horse that is not interested in working her body. And I'm telling her that it is working time. And this is it's really important to recognize the root cause of the behavior. We can see in this horse that one of the ways she is showing her resistance is walking away, but another thing that you see her doing is a bit of head shaking, which she does when she's got a strong opinion. Sorry that the camera is not always on us, but here we are. So I walked with her when she walked away. I kept walking with her, and I told her that she needs to do the work despite not really wanting to. And again, there's never been a moment where that lunge whip touched her at all, and I didn't even have to create any noise with it or anything extreme. Basically, all I did was to stay consistent and be very clear about my intention, okay, which is that we are doing work. So every time I did that, she kind of reluctantly but came back to work with me. And here she is again. She's walking away. Okay, before that it was on the left, now we're on the right. So we gotta do the same thing again. Yeah, sorry, it's hard to see. It's facing the sun there. But here she is showing her opinion, as you can see, with her head. She's also showing me that she wants to come for connection again. If you saw that little moment when she was like, can I come in? And I was like, no, working time. So being clear about my expectations. But then now you see me trying to encourage some relaxation in her. Okay, so doing what I'm asking her is step one. Step two is doing it with more relaxation. Okay. So, and then I reward her with that moment of connection. There are no treats here. Not that I'm against treats. They have their place and time. I'm not one of those all or nothing kind of trainer. I use treats with some things, but the connection here is the reward for her. Okay, so sorry we're going out of frame again. Got my daughter is doing that video for me. So again, you see she's moving away. I don't want to do any trotting. This is hard, but not this is scary. This is a really important distinction because I would probably react different to a scared horse. You see her, she's like, what are you doing to me, mom? But again, by being consistent and being clear, I got her cooperation again. And now I'm just doing some transitions just to get her more focused. Yeah, so I'm just doing some walk trot transitions there. And you see that they are mostly for my body language. You see how I lean back a bit to get it to walk. Now I just quickly told her not to come. You can't come to me just yet. We're still doing the work. And here we go, back to the trot. I want to see a bit more balanced trot and a little bit more focus. Using my body language, backing it up a little bit with movement of the stick. And I feel like I'm gonna call her to me soon. Here's another transition to walk. Because here I am, I'm calling her to me because she made a big effort to stay with me. So I'm giving her a bit of an extra, apart from the normal petting, which you see, I never like pet the horse. Yeah, it's always a scratch, but I just gave her a little scratch on her tail because I know she loves it. Okay, so back to the right side. There's a good chance we are going to see more resistance again because it's a new side, and especially for this horse with the right side, which is physically harder for her, so there is often more resistance. So she is with me, but I can see on her expression that she's still not relaxed. She's very unbalanced. She's leaning in the circle, so I am going to ask her to keep that circle a little bit bigger, not come too close to me. And I think in this moment, I'm just going to stay in the trot for a little bit longer until I do see her softening a little bit. I'm asking her to move more forward now. She's not too happy about it. But she's still cooperating with me. Okay, I need to see a bit more forward movement. She's still leaning in, you know, that's not a quick and easy fix. But with time, as I'm gonna first of all, keep that circle a little bit bigger, keep her moving and allowing her. This is the beauty of the Liberty work, is I'm going to allow her to find her own balance in the circle, in the trot. She wanted to come to me here again for connection, and I was clear that she needs to keep working. There is tension in her body that we can see now. So I wanna get her to release some tension through the movement. It's nice that she has that connection with me. That's the foundation that we're building on. And now she is ready to start releasing tension through the movement. So finding her balance and finding her more relaxed place without losing energy. So this is what we're working towards right now. She is trying to balance herself in different ways, moving her head outward. So we just, again, I'm allowing her to find her own balance. I'm just asking her to do the things, and I'm giving her, where she's got the liberty, is giving her the freedom to find it in herself. Sorry about the camera jumping there. We're still working on a technical side of things. I keep asking her to keep moving a little bit more forward so we're not losing the energy, and also asking her to release tension. Sorry, it's hard to see the movement with the camera jumping like that, but I hope that you can see enough from that. Okay, so soon I'm going to ask for a little bit of candy, so let's just see how. Yeah, here I am. Come to me. Thank you. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you for your work. Okay, I got it back on the left side. I want to ask for some Kente soon. Now, mind you, she's a standardbred, so, and we haven't done much Kente. The Kente is still very difficult for her, especially on a circle. It's a work in progress. And the left is actually her easier side, but it's still a challenge on the left. So I'm going to ask her to canter and see how it goes. I did expect that she might, resist even a lot more, because it's, like I said, it's still very difficult for her physically. Yeah, so she's doing some kind of a canter. She is staying around me. The circle is bigger, but she could have just run up the hill if she wanted. Yeah, she's not in a round pen. It's not even really, this whole area is not even properly fenced. There is a paddock there available for her. But she is really trying, and that's the way I see it. It was far from a perfect camp. It was her best try, and I was kind of ready to acknowledge her trying there. But what's happening now is that I think I'm just trying to get her to me now and see if my daughter followed the little foal. Yeah, you will see her in a minute, just moving right out of that area. but still keeping an eye on me. Okay, so she chose to go up that hill. And again, she could go all the way up if she wanted. But she will be on her own, which is not a natural choice for a horse to do. So she's going, she's just next to the area that we've been, and she chose to move away. I already wanted to finish because I acknowledge her big try for the canter and her effort. And that was overwhelming for her, so she moved away. But then here she goes. She chose to come back to me for that connection that we have. So I chose to just walk with her a bit to get back to the connection side of things, get back to relaxation, just cool it down with some walk. So I'm just doing some halts just to kind of keep that connection. We're walking together, we're stopping together. She's choosing to stay with me now. And we can finish here. She's just releasing a bit more. And we can finish with that note of we are connected, we are together, and we have a strong enough foundation that we can go through those difficulties. That's okay. I asked her for something that was physically very challenging for her. She tried her best. She felt overwhelmed. She moved away and she came back because we built enough of a foundation between us that we can handle the difficulties and the more stressful situations. So this is pretty much it. I invite you to comment with any questions that you have.